Slaymates, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, I'm Kimmy. Today I'm continuing my foray into exploring other subreddits, and I have a story from r/malicious compliance where following the letter of the law but not the intent is king. So go ahead and grab your libation of choice and let's get into it. Today's story is called Told to Do What I Have To. A post in another group reminded me of this. I am a disabled veteran, and at the time this actually happened, I was solely depending on a walking stick. I could not walk more than 10 feet maximum without assistance. I was asked by a friend to be a bridesmaid at her wedding. She quickly proved herself to be a Bridezilla from hell, and everything had to meet her vision. Everything had to fall within her very rigid scope of what the aesthetics could be. She made a couple of what she claimed to were innocent comments about my walking stick. I offered multiple times not to be a bridesmaid and would assist in any other way that I could help. She refused every offer and insisted that I had to be a bridesmaid. Then I heard from another close friend and also a bridesmaid that she was very upset that I was insisting on using my walking stick. She made a comment saying that she was just going to hide it and then I would just have to go without it. Looking at the mutual friend's face when she said that, she tried to laugh it off as a joke. Well, there was no doubt in my mind that she was going to try to have my walking stick go missing, so I made arrangements. How freaking diabolical is it that somebody is so concerned about looks and aesthetics and probably like Instagram likes and whatnot, that they would deny someone that's supposed to be really close to them a fucking mobility aid, a walking stick, what have you. That is absolutely disgusting and peak Bridezilla. Sure enough, the wedding rolls around, and while getting hair and makeup done, my walking stick disappears. I was not happy and told everyone I have to have it back. I cannot walk down the aisle without it. The bride insisted that they didn't know where it was and looked everywhere and that they were just going to have to make do. I said, so after you joked about taking the walking stick, it goes missing and you want me to make do? Her exact words were, you'll just have to do what you can do to get up the aisle. Cue malicious compliance. I texted my boyfriend. He went out to the car and brought in a mobility scooter that I had rented just in case I needed it. I had him put it out of sight but where we could get to it easily, and then he or the other bridesmaids physically supported me. We made our way back to the hall for the start of the ceremony. The bride, who'd been talking to her father, not paying attention, did not see the scooter until she started to walk up the aisle, and there are her 3 bridesmaids. 2 standing tall, and me sitting in the most hideous looking multicolored with sparkles mobility scooter that I could find. Yes! Yes! Yes, queen! Yes! If looks could kill, she would have planted me. Within seconds of the ceremony ending, my walking stick had been found. She and her new husband brought it over to me and told me it had been found and I could get that god-awful scooter back out to the car. I mustered up a tear and told her I was so sorry, but I was in so much pain from having to try to walk without my walking stick that there was no way I'd be able to go without the scooter. I'm very proud to say that the scooter is in over 90% of the wedding photos. Perfect. I mean, aside from malicious compliance, this could probably actually go in r/petty revenge as well, but freaking amazing way to stick it to some like absolute heinous Bridezilla. And I mean, that's just something that I just really couldn't imagine making that big of a deal of. When my sister got married, I had actually broken my ankle a few months before and was still in a cast, and I was the only part of the bridal party, and I got my ass wheeled down the aisle in a wheelchair, even though I was like, I could crutch it, but my sister insisted that use the wheelchair. So my sister is my ride or die and not a heinous bitch. So there is a little bit of an update up here. Update. To answer questions, I do not have any of the pics. I wish I did. I know that there was one photo taken of the other two bridesmaids on the scooter with me attempting a drunken version of the hokey pokey. Sandra, if you ever find this post, I would be willing to pay for that picture or the hokey pokey that was captured on video. I also hope that you are no longer such a heinous bitch. Which is the only thing that, you know, we can actually hope for anybody in these situations, that, you know, personal growth. But let's go ahead and take a look at some comments. The top comment, maybe Bridezilla wanted to replace the stick up her ass with your walking stick. OP replied, roll a muffo, I like you. Have the color scheme, have the dresses, have everything else, but don't be like a fucking bitch when it comes to other people's needs as far as, you know, accommodations and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with the bride? One of the replies, oh, that's where she was hiding it. Possibly. I hope not, because obviously OP wouldn't want to touch it after that. Gross. This is incredibly beautiful. You are a glorious person. Bridezillas who get so wrapped up in the vision of the perfect wedding that they become monsters are all too frequent lately. I love how you prepare to combat her idiotic attempt to deny you your mobility aids. The tearful insistence on keeping the scooter was top tier. Making sure the eyesore was in as many photos as possible is an excellent cherry on top. There's way too many stories about brides making unreasonable requests of their wedding party, you know, in order to fit some sort of aesthetic, and then when, you know, people decide to back out or anything like that, then it's oh everyone's just terrible and, you know, doesn't want to do anything for me. And it's like, well, not that. I guess it could be a variation on meatloaf, so I would do anything for love but I won't do that kind of thing. Yeah, maybe. Another comment that OP replied to, that's some tasty revenge too. OP replies, I have a streak of petty vindictiveness as wide as the Mississippi. I bent over backwards to be accommodating, and all she could do was to make snide comments, if not to my face, then to other friends about me. Yeah, you're worried about the aesthetics of your wedding. Let me show you how that's gonna go. Honestly, to sum this all up, OP is a freaking legend, queen, all of the above for this display of malicious compliance blended it with petty into like this absolutely perfect smoothie. Well, that is all I have for you today. So if you have anything to add to this story, just go ahead and comment that down below. And if you like what you see here, just gently stroke the like and subscribe button and stimulate that algorithm. And until it's time to come slay with me, go slay with yourselves. Bye.